All right.
Now this is kind of settling a little bit. I've got some-
You know, I didn't know it, but people saw Facebook, they record these meetings just like they're. It's wonder they didn't go back to bother coming to the meeting.
Well, and that's the thing. That's why we started it. Because before this, everybody complained because they couldn't get it on the meeting.
I was telling.
They got it now.
Yeah.
Inquiring about the state of the police department, and I told them, I was under the impression till this year that everything was hunky dory. But clearly not.
That's also fair. Run them out of copies before they get a chance.
Yeah, I lived in Ferguson, when all that went down.
Oh, God.
Every day came in, clean house.
Yeah,
It's probably what needs to be done.
probably.
Kicked me off the Facebook page.
What's that?
They kicked me off the Facebook page.
What Facebook page?
Oh, the one concern, not concerned, citizens coming together or something like that. It's one of the posts.
Oh, okay.
Kicked me off of the buckets
Mhm.
when I was defending. All I did was do that better get here early.
And,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah. Guys got rights.
Right.
Only making common sense.
Hmm?
We're only making common sense.
Yeah, I got kicked
That
off.
long is
I got
the
blocked. I got blocked.
problem. Don't doubt it.
I don't care.
I knew you could agree with that. Oh, no. Oh, isn't that you in here again?
Not long, not for long, not for long, buddy.
Well, you can stay as long as you want. Safe on me.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Oh, here's.
The writer.
Yeah, I'm interviewing Lady Vandalia. Wants to write for Vandalia. I primarily cover Vandalia. If we hire her, then I'll be able to take full reins of the.
I'm going to do it kind of on the onset or?
We're totally like that.
I'm gonna do it under the mayor's
hours. Okay, one of these piecework. An article a week, 2 articles.
I'd like to.
Definitely. Evening, how are you? Good, how are you? Doing all right.
I'm just looking for more outlet for my stuff.
I'll
You should, yeah.
I'll mention it to the editor tomorrow because I'm having a meeting with him. But I'm sure he'd be more than happy.
Okay, on his desk.
It's more just comment, social commentary.
I don't want it.
Yeah. Yep.
Glasses.
Sit down like a little-
Good night.
And you.
Good.
How many is there?
Oh, shoot. I love it. I got it.
That's a good place.
Say that.
Well, he can sit there. He can sit there. I'm just trying to write some stuff there.
Oh, he's drinking beer.
No.
You need one here.
It used to be with them. Well, I had it disguised.
He said that. You didn't.
Heather, how are you yesterday? Or not, yeah, she's.
Engaged.
Got interviews. They have a baby.
Oh, yeah.
And she had.
So what we'll do, bring that up. All right, no, hopefully. I will talk about something.
Okay, perfect.
That's it.
I mean, it's not. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Yep. So what you can do, beginning, raise open comments. You know, public comment. So. Okay. Whatever.
I'm like, I was doing this, I'm sorry.
Got it. That'll work. Yep.
Yeah.
Remember saying. She used to work for Carl,
Like, on the way downstairs. Yeah. Okay, took them. There's two of y'all here. How do we get somebody to, get investigated? Miss Nancy,
So what are you talking about?
somebody, like y'all investigated the homeless, what if there's somebody else involved in it? How do they get investigated?
So.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You can? Well, I'm asking her too, because she's in my ward, so
Yeah,
that's good that y'all both is here.
so the thing is. So there's investigation going on, that's widespread, so without the specifics that you're,
No, bring me the card first, because I'm gonna.
so I knew some specifics what you're asking about.
Thank you.
I would almost guarantee 90% of the answer is currently underway.
Tiffany,
Well.
who was close with the chief?
So I don't know the specifics. Never disclosed. That's getting already. Until it's done.
I mean, you can't tell me, but.
Yeah.
Is it?
I can't even tell you that it's even happening. And who it's involved. It's, I just,
Go look there.
because I don't know. I can't tell you something. Oh, this for the police.
Oh, you just don't know. But that's like, if you don't know, can I just get started?
The only thing I suggest is, you've done stuff here.
So, what would you suggest I do, Nancy? County about, I mean, cause she was close with the chief and then everything that just. With you? Yeah, I mean, if she was that close, yeah, were you that close?
I don't.
Then I would say no, not you.
But anyway, just about that is, you know, everything's been pushed here. So everything's in their hands on that.
County,
Yeah.
so I should take it to county.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nancy.
Desiree County, just gonna tell you, the council's complicit in all the behavior of the PD, so it's not gonna work. That's what Cordy's actually told my mother less than a week and a half ago. It's before Jones had all this happen, was that the council's complicit.
Thanks, sir.
Alright, so, it's still me,
here.
So you guys can just- He's trying to blame it on, which happened really soft, but I'm not supposed to hop out around and talk. There's something. Sorry.
Here, let me see. All you need because he went in there, he went. I was gonna ask you.
I watched it. There's some-
Yep, you all
Oh, once in a while.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, man, too, but as far as,
Okay.
I'm not trying to skirt. I don't handle.
Very important.
I wanted the one.
With everything. You are also old, back with people. So how are we doing that? Have a conversation, I will take that. And share it. And the person who's sitting, share the whole.
Hey, how are you?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Also. Every time. And that should not be a count. Well, there's one of the- All right, I'll make note of it. Okay. Thanks so much. I just one person. Not have a sound, but everybody has to. There's a separate parcel.
How you doing?
Oh, me, you're talking to me. I thought you were talking
I would think so.
Oh, okay.
Apparently you guys are a lot closer than what you think.
But then to be fair.
That's all I was asking.
Remember?
That's-
Can we adjust the temperature in here?
It's the whole building.
No, I
I want to give my call and turn off the
And they told the collectors, no, they told me.
I don't know.
Maybe that should be a stuff.
I think someone who-
I don't know if I can get it.
Okay.
There's a country dance.
But I don't want well-being.
Oh, it's just.
Never just went on the fire.
Do it.
Get a chair.
I said a chair. Both of them.
Oh, I would.
You think that's rated?
I thought you could honestly, I leaned on you.
Get your cameras out when she falls. All.
Guys, I'm talented. I do this every day.
Put on American.
If I can't force them, I'll go out. Is it bringing it down?
It's.
Mr. Mayor, is the people gonna be able to talk in front of you or the last?
Wait, you're tall enough. You got. Oh, Thank you.
Oh, come on, now his arm can't stretch that far.
Steve, that one's.
Are you being serious about that?
All right, Sandy passed away this morning. Six down at the floor, this little ambulance got here. So next week. You showed me once.
Make sure you don't flip all the way.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think we're 17.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do.
Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
Good Saturday. It's like.
All right.
No, it's fine. Say more.
How would that funny? I don't like kids. Don't you want a kid?
There you go.
See, that's, no, my kids have. Have right. Oh, my kids have. Training.
We'll do a call to order for the City of Louisiana, Missouri Council meeting, Monday, October 24th, 2022. Regular council meeting. To start off, before we open up for public comment. First off, City Clerk, do we have any written comment?
I have it already given out to the council. Other than that, nobody did.
Okay. So public comment. So before we open the floor for public comment, I do want to give everyone an opportunity to voice a concern that's related to the agenda items on for tonight. If there's something new, please, tonight we do have very pertinent business. So if we can be to the point without a lot of interjection back and forth, just get to the point, so we can go through our business and work on it. But I do want to give the floor to the public for open comment. Does anyone want to address the council? State your name and
My name is Steve Henry. Been watching the news a lot lately. Seen something on the news, thinking. I said that the city,
Are we not gonna do the pledge or the prayer or nothing?
it's all in our agenda.
Oh, okay.
I noticed on the news, it said that the city council said they've been blindsided by this deal with the police chief. Well, city administrator, he was fired from the city of Ashland, for supposedly stealing $33,465,000 stolen checks into his house. They went to prosecutor let go. Code enforcement officer helped the man that ran the car full of people. Helped him try to get away with it. He committed perjury. There's no doubt about it. He did it. The city hires him back to be code enforcement officer. Oh, let's not forget the ex-police chief Graham was chased through town by the county. He didn't get fired. He resigned. Then the city hired him back when they hired Kelly and Jeff. And wait a minute. They found drug paraphernalia supposedly in his trash. Was he fired or resigned? Probably let him resign. Nobody gets fired. Number 5. They had 2 city employees let go because they found child porn on their computer out to the department. Nobody ever heard anything more about that. Well, about the code enforcement, like I said, how's Kathy Smith could live in her house and it's never been inspected, and will not pass inspection. Let's see, number 7. We made the news when the cop tased the man trying to run in the house and save his kid from the building burning down. Kid ended up dying. Let's not forget that. And we got department heads harassing employees that didn't vote the way they wanted them to. And I did see them carrying boxes out of City Hall right before Mr. Carter took office. Wasn't chairs. So he yelled at again.
Who's paying attention?
Okay. Now, here we go, gentlemen. People complained about the man complaining, nothing's been done. Everybody associated with this man should be checked and tested and interviewed. Now they talk about, they didn't know that the drug use was going on. Believe me, doctors had me on a lot of pills. My family knew when I was taking them pills, and my family knew when I wasn't. And when somebody's on drugs, you know when you're around. I've been there, I know. And if you're gonna get another chief, you should go ahead and do like the petition the people put forward. Let the police chief be elected by the people. That way, if he gets out of hand, he can be voted out. Right now, he can do whatever he wants, as long as 5 councilmen don't care, then it's just, you let him get away with it. Now, I'm gonna make it short. And, Chief Jones, everybody involved on said, just that drug test everybody. Council members, everybody, then you find out what's going on. But if you got a council member doing illegal drugs, they shouldn't be sitting in the council seat. Now, before I leave, there's been a lot of things posted on the internet about the city council. And I personally had something brought to my attention I would like to address. Councilman Sedart, Councilman Giltner, I do not include you in any of this stuff that's been going on the internet. You all haven't been in office long enough, had any part in any of this. Mayor Carter, you too. But the rest of you council members should be ashamed. When the TV cameras are outside what you do, you run like roaches and hid. You wouldn't say nothing. Now, you're a council member. Can't you address the people and tell them what's going on? This stuff of hiding stuff is over and done with. There's been too many people OD and die in this town, and that ain't counting the people that's OD that didn't die. One of the biggest drug busting animal, fentanyl busting animal history was a man from Louisiana, Missouri. Now that really makes us look good, don't it? And all these things I just read off. It's a wonder we haven't made the news before now. Now it's in your hand to start making the right decision. And that's the first decision that should be made is you need a new mayor pro tem. I brought it up at the last meeting, but it should be done. She should not be mayor pro tem with all the controversy going on right now. Somebody should be a motion be made to get elected new mayor pro tem. Now, I'm sorry, my time's up. I notice you're not laughing, Councilman Evans, like you usually do when I speak. Thank you very much, Councilman.
Anyone else want to address the council?
I mean, I do, but I don't know that it pertains to what's on the agenda.
Everything?
Just get up and speak.
Let Gary have his turn.
Well, so this is on the agenda, but
I apologize. I don't mean to interrupt. Just be sure to state your name
Yes.
for the record.
so my name's Gary Richardson. I'm a citizen of Louisiana, Missouri. On a brighter note, lighter note, it was brought to my attention that the city of Louisiana applied for a grant or something for the Lincoln Park. There's been a lot of discussion about the Lincoln Park and playground equipment and upkeep. You know, a lot of people are saying that the people that live in that neighborhood are the ones that are destroying it, but there's no evidence that that's fact. And so, but I do know that I talked to him about possibly drawing a mural on the gymnasium wall, and the person that I think that would be best suited to do this is a guy named Archie Butler, who is a great artist. I think that if Archie, who grew up in this town, everybody knows him. I think that if Archie takes an interest and draws this mural, that vandalism will probably cease, because he's highly respected in the neighborhood and in the community. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention that if there is a grant and we do get it, and even if we don't get the grant, that maybe we can get some funds together where he can paint this mural. Thank you.
Gary, I think, with that, there should be a history of the Lincoln School. When it originated and when it closed, and then what it donated to what it is now for the recreation area.
Right.
That you have, and I think there should be a history of that.
Well, I mean, I don't have the history in front of me right at the moment, but I mean, you know, the school itself was torn down. And so the only thing standing is the gymnasium. I believe at first the city of Louisiana parked their trucks in there. It was a city shed. And so, but then they put basketball goals in there. And the thing is, the neighborhood that it's in is a predominantly black neighborhood. But everybody uses that facility, you know, and so I don't think that it's fair that individuals should be made to put their funds in to a city park. And so anyway, yeah, I just hope that we can take some interest in that park. The playground equipment that's there, I'm 61 years old. And the playground equipment that's there was there when I was a kid playing. And I noticed, I mean, I understand that, you know, like the Rotary and Trimble House and places like that donate to that, but I just hope that we can show some attention to the Lincoln Park. Thank you.
No, I'm just, when certain people speak, everybody looks at them, gives them their attention. When he was speaking, everybody looked and gave attention. When Steve was speaking, only 2-3 people was actually looking and paying attention, like they was listening. I'm just not understanding. That's why I interrupted a minute ago when Steve was speaking and said, are y'all paying attention? I didn't mean to interrupt, but did y'all actually listen to what Steve was saying? Like I'm talking now, Nancy ain't paying attention. I'm only saying this so y'all is paying attention, but normally when I talk, y'all don't pay attention. You don't look at me. Only a few choice people look at certain people that actually stand up and talk. It's for everybody, the whole council, to pay attention to everybody that gets up and speaks. This shit's getting old.
One night a week, or one night a month.
Well, from here on, please, if anyone's got anything, come up to the podium.
I'm sorry, Mayor. I'm sorry. It's just frustrating.
My name's Ryan Jacob. I want to know what the city's gonna do. I get you guys are doing stuff to the officers, but I want to know what you guys are gonna do because I left the council meeting about a month ago and my bike was stolen from me. My Harley Davidson vintage can't be fixed. I don't know where I'm gonna get the gas tank. If the city wants to take the claim on the gas tank, it's looking at about $3,500 just for my pin set that was damaged.
Are you paying attention, everybody?
No outbursts, please.
I find it concerning because I've had one council member slander how my parents raised me and tell me that I was asking for it. I've had other one tell me that I talked too much. There was too much talking that went on at the stop. I'm allowed to talk to an officer who I feel is stealing my bike, make him talk himself into a hole as I did in my video. I'm quite concerned that the problem is the officer's interpretation, quote unquote, even though he even knew he was wrong on the video, you can clearly tell. I can't control him talking. I can't control anything he did, yet I'm being blamed for me trying to leave town on my Harley Davidson that night. I don't understand that. I've reached out to council members. 2 of them have been polite and talked to me. One didn't return an email to even tell me he received the email. I was under the assumption that the one who didn't respond just didn't get it. So I asked him tonight what his opinion on it was, and Bill's comments were there was too much talking. I wish he would elaborate, because I personally think, and I'm sure the rest of the public thinks the same way, that no matter my past with the PD, whatever that may be, that is separate from the night when my bike was stolen, because I was not here causing a scene. I was not here causing a problem. I wasn't here doing anything. Yes, Nancy, you got something to say? Well, I've got something to say, so I just will let you speak right there. But I did nothing wrong to anybody that night. I left town. I've got it on the videos, even though the timestamps are strange on the videos. I've got it on the videos that when Des leaves that night, that the PD car left after her. Mobley showed up on my stop. I filed a complaint the Thursday before my bike was stolen, the 15th. My bike was stolen on the 16th. Why was Mobley at my stop? Mobley's the one in my video who literally says, "Are you gonna tow it?" So I assume Mobley is involved now. Somehow they knew my information without probable cause. Penrod says in the video that sometimes when officers stop people, they write their information down and pass it along. Was my information in Jones's apartment? My personal information, was that in Jones's apartment? Anybody? They've got my information written down and they're just passing it along. Then it said that it's a prior stop. Prior stop is why they had my information. February 27th is the only time that the PD's ever stopped me.
I didn't even have my motorcycle permit valid then. So how did they know about my motorcycle permit? Well, in my video, Penrod, one of his other excuses is that he called me in. So now you guys have officers calling people into central dispatch without committing a crime. Why is the story changed? The truth doesn't need to change. Only liars change the truth. So I'm concerned because is he still on the force? Is he still working? I've been telling you guys since February what these officers have been doing, and you guys all slandered my name and accepted it, trespassed me wrongfully, all that stuff. Talked about my parents' parenting, saying that I asked for it. If my parents would have raised me better, that maybe this wouldn't have happened. That's some crap. Hopefully you guys do something to fix this shit.
Any other citizens? Hearing none, go ahead and we'll call the roll call.
Here.
Here.
Darno.
Here.
Gilmore.
Here.
Joe.
Here.
Roberts.
Here.
Go there. Mr. Whitehouse.
Mrs. Duffy, would you please step forward and give an invitation, please? Council.
Father, we come before you confused, or angry, or unprofessional. Some people are impatient. Some people just don't know what to do. That goes for both the public and the city council, Father. And sometimes I don't even know what to pray. And so I just ask that you somehow move in this town that deserves democracy, deserves justice, deserves to be heard, deserves to be allowed to be the government officials. And Father, we just ask that there be something tonight that people can step a little bit back from their emotions and that they can present their concerns professionally, just that peace somehow can be started, probably can't be finished tonight, start on the road. And Father, I ask that you just give the city council wisdom. It's a hard thing to be a council person. Everybody knows you, everybody knows your family. And it's hard sometimes, I'm sure, to be objective. And so, Father, I just ask that you encourage the council, give them wisdom in their decisions, help them be not biased, help them not to have any vendettas, let them be a professional city council. And I ask your blessing on everybody who's here as citizens of this town who care. It's obviously obvious to me that they care very much, but help them be patient with the process. Things cannot happen overnight, even though that's what we as humans want. And so I just ask your blessing on everyone in this room, that somehow we can just step back a minute, take a breath, and start the road to making this town the great town it can be. In Jesus' name.
United States to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council, as far as agenda revisions, we do have a couple of contracts. One is a resolution for 2022. I'd like to place that under the enterprise, and also a contract for siren contract for the emergency warning system. I believe we've already approved this, but let's ratify the contract. We'll do that under grounds, infrastructure, and sidewalk, if that's appropriate with the council. Entertain a motion to do so. Move got first. Got a second, first, second. All those in favor say yes. Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Approval of minutes, we're going to forego. Minutes are not ready to be distributed or approved. Mayor's report announcements, miscellaneous action items. Council, I do have a proclamation request on behalf of the Louisiana Elks for their state president that is visiting Louisiana on the 28th. And I'd ask for a motion to allow myself to enter a proclamation on behalf of the city council. Entertain a motion. I have a motion. And second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yeah.
Opposed? So Mr. Sutter and then Councilman Giltner. Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. The next item I have is a proclamation for Mitch Oswald. Karen, if you would, can you step forward? And if any of your sons are with you, they can come up as well. So Karen, soon after your husband's passing, discussion was had at the city council. The council has authorized me to make this proclamation. So I'm going to read the proclamation. So whereas the city of Louisiana gives this recognition for the selfless public service Mitch Oswald and for his dedication, his profession as a firefighter and law enforcement. And whereas Mitch started his career with the Buffalo Township Fire Protection District in 1995, where he worked and achieved the ranks of lieutenant, captain, assistant chief, and promoted to fire chief in 2011, retired in 2014. And whereas Mitch started his career with the Pike County Sheriff's Office in 2013 as corrections officer, promoted to dispatch in 2015, then promoted to assistant jail administrator in 2018, and became the Pike County Court bailiff in 2020. And whereas Mitch and Karen demonstrated and instilled their beliefs upon their children, Clinton, Clayton, and Cameron, with the spirit of public service, community betterment towards their fellow neighbors. And therefore, let it be proclaimed, I, Tim Carter, by virtue and authority of the city of Louisiana, and cause this proclamation be issued and signed by its mayor and countersigned by its clerk and sealed with the city's corporate seal this 24th day, October 2020. Council, the next item that I have under my segment here is the rules of decorum. We discussed this at committee meeting. I would entertain a motion to approve as presented at that committee meeting. So moved. I have a first and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. The city administrator's report, Kelly is out tonight for his illness. So the police chief's report, we have not had that presented as far as the court documentation yet. As soon as we get that, we'll push it out to the council and we'll make that public record. Fire chief's report, have not received anything from the fire department.
Fire department, approved, talked with them the other day and talked with them again today. They have no problems, everything's smooth and they are going to be open Halloween night, 31st. At the fire department, doors are all open and they're giving candy away to kids. So got kids out and about, come by the fire department. And
Appreciate that. Council committee reports, infrastructure, ground, streets, and sidewalk committee.
Well, as far as the center striking and the sign, I'm sure he's probably still waiting to hear word, him being out. I did have, he sent me, Bill, I meant to talk to you about this the other day, it slipped my mind. Jody Reese had an inquiry about, doing some flagpoles along the lines of what Bowling Green has going around. Has some
Not pretty much of it, yeah.
has some bull flags too. Anyway, she is, just seeing what it would take if we could do something like that. And I've been talking to Kelly about that. Obviously, it's gonna be money to be able to get things going. It's still in discussion though, as far as, what we're gonna be able to do. And I'm gonna reach out to her and see what she has in mind exactly. And then, other than the asphalt cracking, we'll do the curb up to, that's basically one. That's about it, unless you want to do your.
Yeah, so the contract is before the council for the sirens, the emergency sirens. This was discussed back last month. This is a contract that we need to ratify. I would entertain a motion for either city administrator or myself to engage in this contract as presented. First and second, any discussion?
Yeah, can I speak up?
What did y'all first? I didn't hear it.
So this is a contract for the sirens, we're replacing a bad siren. So this is a CBD or CBDG grant that's paying for a majority of this. So any other discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Public Safety and Police Hiring Committee.
I'd like to bring up, Mayor, this letter that we received from Mary Weston, our attorney that represents us in Bowling Green. This is very disturbing that we have so many tickets and so many fines that have nothing that's been done with. And that we're not receiving our monies. How can the police department operate if they don't turn their items in and go after the money?
So Councilman Giltner, that letter will definitely be bringing it up in closed session as far as process, what we're gonna do.
It's actually an open subject now because we don't.
Yeah, the only reason I'm not trying to put it in closed session, I'm just saying as far as our actions as a council has to be planned out and discussed in closed session with the personnel issue. And as soon as those actions are allowable to be disclosed, we'll definitely make that public.
Whoever our interim chief is and so forth, that should be after you get himself organized, that should be a priority.
Point taken. All right, ordinance committee.
This time.
Economic development and tourism.
Back to Bill's thing on the girls. Did you'd asked about the last meeting. We did speak with Jody Reese and Susan Brazil, they're on the, tourism board. They're also inquiring about the billboard, and have been in touch with them, to figure out exactly who owns what billboard, so we can update them as well. And we're reaching out about trying to find something to take back on the program of
Who owns Billboard?
billboards too. We have a few in city limits that we're not sure, if we own them, or if we're renting them, or who owns what. We're trying to clarify that.
Billboard.
And we are trying to find a program that wants to take that on. That's all I have.
Do we have any, do you have any estimates of, participants from the Color Fest? How many people do we have in camp?
Every hotel room from here to Troy and Campbell was booked for us. So we did really, really good for SBD, everything, 3,000. What were the ones for the-
Housing, Health, Senior Services, and Disadvantage Committee.
Pike County is coming out with their report finally that, they're supposed to be sending. Updates on that.
That means like back in 19.
Well, no, it was. The state's big. Other than that, like,
Community and Employee Relations Committee.
Get back to it.
All right, I'd like to interject the enterprise, is Rodney, Councilman Dolbear online? Okay, whoever's on the enterprise committee. If there's no news, there is the contract for the water services agreement with the Public Water Supply District number 1 of Pike County, Missouri, contract here. Has the council had an opportunity to review? If the council has an opportunity to review, I would entertain a motion to approve. First and second, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes. Yes. Those like sign. Motion carries.
Bill and Dawn. Bill and Dawn, correct?
Tree Commission,
We are planning to meet, it was early December 7th, I believe, with, from the very department of conservation. Forestry. Spring.
Historic Preservation Commission,
So I have it from Diana Huck, that's December 3rd is the tour, Christmas home tour that they had last year, they're doing it this year. They have 5 new homes on the tour. These are gonna be, historic homes here in town, who were allowing us to walk through. So we have to get information.
old business. So the old business is the petition that was submitted to the city of Louisiana and Pike County in regards to the election of the police chief. I want the public to be aware that the council is taking this under consideration tonight. We're doing that in closed session, but the actions of the council will be made public as far as what they decide to do with it.
Do we have to wait the 72 hours or?
Well, we can elect to do it soon. So the reason is because we're going to look at the legalities of it with our attorneys and make sure that we discuss with our attorneys and go through the process and do what we need to do as a council with the statutory requirements under the advice of our city attorneys.
So if the chief fired, are y'all gonna keep paying us?
We're not answering questions like that right now. We're not go back. So this is, right now, this is only in regards to the petition that we received from the citizens of Louisiana. That's what we're talking about right now. So we're going to be taking that to closed session.
When they went through street, when I come up there while ago now.
So I'm not gonna answer any more questions. I apologize, but
The whole, the street up there, the kid from filling.
on the infrastructure stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought I answered your question up when you was up here. I apologize. I was told that those were barricaded. I was told, but I haven't personally followed up on them. What about fishing? So new business. Is there any new business? Okay. So, miscellaneous business. Is there any comments on the public, from the public on any matter pertinent to the city business? Steve, we got you listed on.
I'm gonna make a quick copy of what Sid had to say a while ago. But when it comes to picking the police chief, the city needs to really do a background check. Hire somebody that doesn't have some kind of history of breaking the law or something. Pick somebody that doesn't have a history with the past police department. Get some fresh people, get a fresh face in here, somebody that doesn't have, if you get somebody that's been on there before, they'll have access to grind against other people. We need to get rid of that, get somebody new in here, somebody that hasn't had any connection with the police department before, and try to start new until we can either get a police chief elected. The police chief really should be elected by the people. I mean, it would be better for this town, and I think better for everybody if we did it that way. Whoever's elected, he was picked by the majority of the people, not just a handful of council. I know, yeah, you're elected by the people, but it's better when something comes like that for the police chief to be elected by the people. You know, the government is run by the people for the people, not by the government to harass the people and ignore them. Now, like I said, the council people I mentioned before, I'm not directing any of this towards y'all, but the council, really need to buckle down and start doing the job with this infighting. Tim Carter is mayor, accept that fact. The people voted him in, quit trying to fight. Settle down, buckle down, and get this town worked out and straightened out. 10 overdose deaths in 2 years. That ain't counting the ones that didn't die. I mean, there's a problem. Put this infighting aside and work together. We've got some good councilmen on this council. They just do their job. That's all the people in this town want. Just do your job and listen to the people. Okay, thank you very much.
Woodrow Polson, 620 North 4th Street. So I'm here on behalf of Pike Safe Neighborhoods. Last month, we submitted a typed letter to all the council persons and mayor, city administrator, requesting your consideration to seek an outside third-party arbitration to come in and possibly help with broken communication between the council person, mayor, city administrator, the police department. We've observed for several months where the chief was not presenting reports, was not answering calls, working for PikeCountyNews.com. I personally had nearly a half dozen people come into our office at Bowling Green Times, complaining about the police department, complaining about they can't get their tickets taken care of because nobody's filing them, as Don had alluded to earlier. So I guess my question tonight is, because we were seeking an answer tonight, if you all had the opportunity to read those letters and what your thoughts were on seeking an outside party to kind of help work out the problems that are going on in the city government.
So, Woodrow, I'll speak to that directly a little bit, and I'll apologize. Things kind of happen and kind of, threw me off the filter a little bit as far as to draft any type of response. And I honestly haven't been able to work with council directly about this, about your letter. So I apologize that we do not have a direct response on your letter on the arbitration. In fact, I imagine once we get in closed session, there'll be several discussions. And hopefully, answers will be made transparent as allowed as we move forward.
Thank you very much. That's council person, I like it.
Oh, buddy.
Can I just talk from here? Cause that's like a whole mess to get through.
We can hear
And most people is not gonna even look at me. So about the tickets. About the tickets though, so me and my son had the same court date for all these tickets. And we talked to Mary instead of going in front of the judge. And she couldn't find my son's ticket. He had been given his ticket a week later. Because the old man cop, he didn't go down here, but the old man cop, he waited a week until my son came back from drill to give him a ticket because he gave me 2 of my son's tickets in my name. But why wasn't his ticket at the same court date put in the system? Mary couldn't find it nowhere. And she was mad. And there was like a line of people and in front of me. And out of the 6 people, she couldn't find 3 of their tickets. So they showed up for court for no reason. My son missed morning class because he drove from Columbia all the way down here. And then he missed his afternoon class because he drove all the way back to Columbia. For nothing. Because the cop couldn't put the ticket in the system. But Josh Cop. That's something else that they do right. But that's the big thing about the ticket. They're not putting them in the system. My son still don't know about his court date. But he missed his class. College is important, right? Go Mizzou.
Any other comments? Any clarification from the media? Entertain a motion in consideration. Closed session for the purpose of revised Missouri statute, section 610.021, subsection 1, 3, and 13, allowing
Dawn.
city council members, the city attorneys, and the city clerk. Don made the motion. Second? Second.
Yeah, don't think one to talk.
I want to make a statement.
Go ahead, Dawn.
Before we, okay. Well, we got a motion and a second on the floor. When we have open discussion, go ahead, Don. Go ahead.
Due to illness in my family,
Oh, no.
I am going to submit my resignation to the council effective the 14th of November, which is 2 weeks now. There's nothing more important in a person's life than God and their family. And this is, I'm sorry that this had to come about, but it can't be helped. I do want to talk to the council about an issue before we go into executive session and then to more sessions later on. I think with all the problems that we have confronting us now, that certainly the impeachment of the mayor should not be one of them.
Amen.
I think we have enough on our plate. I think we have enough problems to try to solve that it's going to take all of your time, all of your efforts, and it's not going to happen overnight. this is gonna probably take a whole year to try to get things, or more, to try to get things moving in the direction that they should be. Let's don't get bogged down in personal feelings and personal items. Remember, I gave you the pecking order one time. The pecking order, I'll go through it again. The people are number one. The people elect the mayor. It takes all of the citizens of the town, community to do that. Number three, the citizens elect the council people, which is 1/4 of the citizens, not 100%, but 1/4. There's 2 council people elected out of a ward. We have 4 wards. That's a 4. And then we hire the city administrator. We hire the chief of police. We hire the code enforcement, and from there, they hire their people. And this is the way we have a lot of people involved in the situations that we have right now. Let's get to the most pertinent problems. And it certainly is not the impeachment. The most important problem we have right now is getting the police department going. And if we don't have that, we don't have a community.
Discussion,
That's all that needs to be said right there.
hearing none, take the roll call, please. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Robert,
Yes.
Bill Bear.
Go in closed section, Sergeant Arms, can you clear the floor? No one's in the hallways or stairs.
Giving him a little bit of respect ain't that big of a problem. Something you should learn about.
Don, how long were you principal? How long were you principal? You were principal, weren't you?
Principal probably 25 years.
And before that, were you a teacher? What subject? Subject.
Called American government, economics.
So you've done all your life, you were preparing for this.
Tried to teach Bobby.
That explains everything that's with him.
Everybody.
I did, but I did have good students.
Everybody has to be outside.
Oh, yeah?
Don,
Billy, hear that?
Yeah, well, that'd be better.
everybody take everybody outside and make sure no one comes in the building.
Hey, I'm gonna use the wings for that affirmation.
And he can't say that, so.
every day.
Right, it's. And, have you kind of spell check it for me?
Yeah, that'll be a quick review on that one.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn.
First and second, any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
I thought it was at my house.
Bye, Greg. I like that they said something about us not.
See, Greg.
We can't
It's a mistake.
comment on it. Someone got me.
Now, council, if anyone asks you to take the action,
position.